Welcome everyone to the studio. Today I'm sitting with a very special guest. Over the last few weeks he's been gathering sticks, collecting sticks, appearing in my paintings and guiding us through an entire creative journey and beautiful portal. So please welcome the Beaver.
Thank you. It's nice to finally be invited instead of being painted into existence.
I'm glad that you could make it.
I almost couldn't. There was a very important branch that needed my attention.
Well, let's get started. I've got some questions that I would like to ask you because we've just completed an incredible painting journey together, and I think the people might be wondering what exactly happened. So let's begin with the obvious question. Why you? Why did you, the Beaver, become our guide for this art journey?
Because your community was ready to build, not just paint. Humans often wait for confidence before beginning. Beavers don't. We begin before we're ready. We gather one stick, then another, and eventually everyone calls it a masterpiece. But it started as a small act of faith. That was the lesson.
So the journey was never about painting a beaver, right?
Not at all. I was simply the messenger.
So many people joined the Patreon because they wanted to learn how to paint. Did they?
Absolutely. I learned about color, composition, layering, texture, light, storytelling. Technique matters, skill matters, craft matters. Every painting requires those things. But something else happened too. Every brushstroke became a conversation.
Wow. A conversation with what?
With themselves. Every creative challenge revealed something. Patience, trust, perfectionism, courage, self-doubt, resilience. People thought they were painting a picture. Often they were painting their way through a personal breakthrough.
That's powerful. The portal became a huge part of your journey. What does this portal mean to you?
A portal is simply a doorway. The interesting thing is that people often think they are walking towards the painting, but really they are walking towards a new version of themselves. Every stage of the artwork asks a question. Will you trust the process? Will you keep going when things look unfinished? Will you continue when you don't know what comes next? That's the very transformation requires. What portal wasn't the painting, the portal was the journey itself.
That's fascinating. As you watched people move through the process, the art process, what surprised you the most?
How quickly people underestimate themselves. Humans have a remarkable habit. They look at a blank canvas and immediately explain why they can't do it. Then they begin, and then they create something beautiful, and then they act surprised.
And that happens a lot, right?
It always does, because creativity doesn't arrive after confidence. Confidence arrives after creativity.
That's a powerful statement. So, if you had to choose one lesson from this entire adventure, what would it be?
Trust the unfinished stage. Every dam looks like a pile of sticks before it becomes a sanctuary. Every painting looks awkward before it becomes beautiful. Every meaningful life contains periods that make no sense while you're living them. Humans often quit because they judge the middle of the story as its ending. The journey taught people to stay with the process.
Wow.
That lesson reaches far beyond art.
That is profound. So there are 1,000 painting tutorials out there online. What made this journey different?
Most tutorials teach people how to paint. This journey invited people to experience themselves while painting. The artwork became a living reflection.
Oh,
Participants weren't simply following instructions, they were exploring their imagination, reflection, personal symbolism, creative intuition. The painting became a bridge with skill and self-discovery. That's a very different experience.
a bridge. Yes, indeed, a very different experience. So, throughout the painting journey, we also followed the moon phases, reflections on the water, symbols, and creative prompts. Why was that so important?
Because humans are cyclical creatures. Nature grows in cycles. The moon moves in cycles. Creative growth happens in cycles too. Some days we expand, some days we reflect, some days we release, some days we build. The prompts helped people to notice where they were within these natural rhythms. The artwork became a visual journey of that process.
Oh, that's fascinating. So, as a master builder yourself, what would you say actually you built during this painting journey?
Not just a painting,
Oh,
not even a collection of paintings, but built a relationship with creativity, a relationship with curiosity, a relationship with possibility, and perhaps most importantly, a relationship with themselves. This is far more valuable than any finished artwork hanging on a wall.
you're right, Mr. Beaver. It is far more valuable than just a finished artwork hanging on the wall, right? So, the journey is ending soon. What happens now?
The same thing that always happens. The river keeps flowing. Another adventure appears. Another blank canvas arrives. Another opportunity to create presents itself. Growth doesn't happen because a journey ends. Growth happens because you carry what you've learned into the next one. The real question isn't what did we paint? The real question is who have you become?
Wow, that is a profound question there at the end. Something that really needs to be pondered, right? So, one final question. What do you hope people will remember?
That they are far more creative than they believe. That transformation is built one small choice at a time. And that the most beautiful things in life are rarely finished in a single day. Gather your sticks, trust the process, keep building.
Keep building, right? Well, I couldn't think of a better way to end today's beautiful interview. Thank you, Mr. Beaver, for joining us.
You're welcome. Now you have to excuse me. I have an entire ecosystem to maintain.
Of course you do. Well, thank you for sharing this beautiful journey with us. So, whether you joined us for the painting, for the reflections, for the prompts, or for the personal growth, I sincerely hope that you will find something extraordinary to remember from this incredible journey with the beaver as our spirit guide animal. So until next time, I really want to encourage you to look at the links in the description of this video if you want to join this art journey and see what the fuss is about and see how this beaver can guide you to beautiful inner reflections, some stoic moments to really reflect on your life and what it is that we are building, truly building through our thoughts, our words, our attitude, our actions, and how we show up every day. So I'm really excited to share this with you. So I'm looking forward to our next interview and our next painting journey. So until then, be kind to one another, stay true to yourself. Bye bye for now.